Jake and I were so bored. We were drifting around the parking lot with the BMW. It felt like we had been stuck in this endless maze forever. We tried to keep our spirits up, but there was only so much we could do to pass the time. I picked up some baseballs I found lying around and started tossing them against the wall. Jake joined in, and soon we were having a little game, laughing and joking to keep our minds off our predicament. But then, something weird happened. One of the baseballs bounced in a way I didn't expect, hitting another one at just the right angle to trigger some sort of chemical reaction. Suddenly, there was a burst of energy and heat. We both jumped back, staring in shock as the baseballs started glowing and sparking. The air around us began to shimmer and distort. The baseballs emitted a loud humming noise that grew louder by the second. The ground beneath us started to vibrate, and I could feel the hair on my arms standing up from the static electricity in the air. The 3 triangular boxes in my backpack started to react too, glowing brightly and floating out into the middle of the parking lot. They joined the baseballs in an intense display of lights and sparks, creating a vortex of energy. It felt like standing next to a rocket about to launch. Then it happened. A massive light filled the parking lot, and within the glow, a distinct line appeared, like a door opening up. The intensity of the light and heat increased, making it almost unbearable to look at. Jake and I stood there, stunned. "Is that a way out?" Jake asked, his voice trembling with hope. "I think it is," I replied, my heart pounding. This was it, the moment we'd been waiting for. I took a deep breath, gathering all my courage. "I'm going for it." Jake nodded, and I could see the determination in his eyes too. "Be careful, Stephen." I stepped into the light, feeling a strange weightlessness take over. My vision blurred, and for a moment, everything was spinning. The sensation was overwhelming, like being caught in a powerful current pulling me forward. Then, just as quickly as it started, it stopped. I found myself lying on the ground, the familiar scent of grass and the distant sounds of the city around me. I sat up, blinking against the bright sunlight. Was this real? Had I really escaped? I stood up slowly, taking in my surroundings. It was the park near my old apartment. I knew every tree and bench here. It was real. I was back. A wave of relief washed over me, and I laughed, then cried, unable to control my emotions. "I did it," I whispered to myself. I really did it. I checked my phone, which somehow had full battery and signal now. I quickly called my parents. Hearing their voices, I broke down again. "Mom, Dad, I'm home. I'm really home." As I walked towards my apartment, I thought about everything I'd been through. The backrooms, the challenges, the fear, and the friends I made along the way. It had changed me. I wasn't the same person who started this journey. I was stronger, more determined, and I knew what mattered most in life now. I looked up at the sky, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. For the first time in a long while, I felt truly alive. The nightmare was over, and I was back where I belonged.